Chapter 2, we're going to go from Noordermanhof to near the Bode Museum. We're going to walk around the Bode, outside of the Bode Museum. We're going to go down to the Humboldt University area, and then finish off at the Gendarmenmarkt. Bode Museum along the Spring River on Museum Island. It was first opened in 1904. It is a UNESCO-listed site. During World War II, it was mostly destroyed. A lot of art was destroyed too. We didn't get a chance to go in there. We had an aggressive day planned. It is one of the museums on Museum Island to Byzantine art, sculptures, coins. This might be the place to go. Bullet holes.
No, they're not. Really what this is?
That's definitely what these are. After walking the perimeter of the Bode Museum, we walked down towards Humboldt University. Then we went to Neue Wache, which sits on Unter der Linden in central Berlin. This is the road that eventually gets to the Brandenburg Gate. This boulevard is a main stretch and really needs to be seen. All the major attractions in Berlin are basically along the stretch of boulevard. And here we are approaching Neue Wache. We're going to see what this is. So like many things in Berlin, Neue Wache was severely damaged by the bombing in the first months of World War II, leaving much of the structure in ruins. The GDR rebuilt it in the late 50s, and it reopened in 1960. So after reunification, the meaning around this site was changed a bit. So there's a little name change here. Central Memorial Federal Republic of Germany to the Victims of War and Tyranny became its name. Quite inspiring, reflective. So after walking across the boulevard, seeing Neue Wache, we ran into a little episode here of a little surveillance. So Bebelplatz, or Bebelplatz, is known for the Nazi book burning that came out of post-World War I and before World War II. This was a square that it was depicted in, and it actually occurred. So after this, we looked for a place for lunch and wound up going to Ostiner near the Gendarmenmarkt. Gendarmenmarkt. I don't know how that is. I know the being renovated, yes. So this square has a few churches, 2 churches, and a concert house. It's a big square again. Composer in residence. Christmas time for the market. Someone is, and I guess this is where they have the big Christmas market. And you can tell by all the restaurants with the brewery affiliations close by. We just ate in Ostiner. Endiger is here, and I know there's a Haka Shore at the other end of the square. That's kind of Bavarian, and we're not in Bavaria, but that's what Americans think is Germany. Mm-hmm. And do you know why that is, dear?
No. Because the pretzels are good? And the desserts are good?
No, what? Well.
Can I pivot?
Yeah, you can go around. It is because when Germany, after post-war Germany, was divided up into different areas, and the part the Americans were in was Bavaria. So I think, Berlin was split, so I think it was British, American, and then the Soviet Union. Is it red?
Yeah.
Oh, in the Linden market, there are 3 landmarks: the new church, the Berlin Konzerthaus, and the Französischer Dom, which is another church. So as you can guess, that's probably considered the French cathedral. And this is an iconic area with a number of attractions and really cool during Christmas time. Love to come back here at Christmas. So smash that like button and subscribe so this way you're notified when I come out with new videos. I do travel vlogging and product reviews and a bunch of other things.